it's Audrey, and today's video is going to be another back to school video. And today I'm going to be giving advice to freshmen entering high school. So I was a freshman last year, and during my freshman year I moved across the country, so I went to 2 different schools. So I have a lot of experience and advice about changing schools and transitioning and making new friends and all that. So I really hope you guys enjoy and get some great tips out of this video, but let's just get started. So the first tip is to be nice to everyone. That is the one way to get the most friends and not to come off the wrong way. And just be nice to everybody you meet, because you don't know what kind of day they're having. I mean, why not be nice? Just show your real personality and get to know people. My second advice is always do your homework, even if you don't feel like it at the time. Put that Netflix away and do your homework and get everything done early. As soon as you know a project is going to be due or an assignment, get it done the day you know it, because you never know what your week is going to be like later in the week. So you might as well get it all done when you have the time to, and you can actually work on it. My third tip also relates to the second tip, and is to get your work done as soon as you get home from school. So as soon as I get home from school, my very first thing I do is get all my homework done. It's a really great schedule to getting good grades in school, and then by the end of the day, you have extra time to do whatever you like. My next tip is to go the extra mile on assignments. This really shows the teacher that you're either interested in the topic or you want to get a good grade. It really reflects on the student you are, and just going the extra mile on assignments and doing really well on something improves your grade by a lot. Another tip is to make a friend in each class, or have a friend that's in a lot of your classes and become really good friends with them, because when you're absent, and most of us will probably be absent during the school year, I know I am every single year. I'm so jealous of those people that get the straight attendance awards. Like, how do you do it? But when you're sick one day or you want to go on vacation, that friend will come in handy giving you all the makeup work. So definitely make a friend in each class, or a friend that's in a lot of your classes, because they will come in handy. My next tip is to always look your best, and you don't have to go out and buy super fancy things and be super rich. Just look your best and take good care of your hygiene and stuff. Take showers and put on deodorant, because no one wants to smell you in high school. It's just gross. My next tip is to have a good small group of friends. I've never been the one to be the most popular girl in school or ever. I've always just stuck to a small group of friends, and go and hang out with those friends also and get to know them, because friends will have your back throughout high school, and it's always nice to have someone to talk to and just hang out. My next tip is to get involved with extracurricular activities and clubs. This will help broaden your interests, and so you know what you like, and also it looks really good on college applications. So get involved in a lot of clubs, because those will really help you later down the road. The next tip is, if you are really stuck on a subject or a lesson, you absolutely have no clue how to do a particular problem, I really highly suggest going into your teacher or for tutoring and asking them for help, because it really shows that you care about your grades, and they can help you one-on-one instead of just in front of a big classroom. Like, if you're afraid of raising your hand in the classroom, either come up before or after class and ask them a question about what the topic is that you're struggling, and you'll see your grades on tests and quizzes and homework assignments go up. Another tip is always be organized. I cannot stress this enough, because I have seen so many other people do their assignments and things but lack in the organization, which really affects your grade, believe it or not. Because if you can't find an assignment in your backpack and you're digging around everywhere, it really shows your teacher and everyone around you that you are not an organized person, and they can't count on you to do something if you can't even find it. The next tip is to study for tests and quizzes 3 days prior to taking it. That way you can take in each little individual detail into your brain for the next 3 days. And I really suggest the night before you take your test to study before you go to bed, because that really helps you memorize things, and then right when you wake up, and that will help you with testing. My next tip is probably one of the best tips you could probably get, and that is to have a planner. A lot of people that I'm realizing nowadays don't even use planners, which I think is so crazy, because how do you memorize all your homework assignments assignments and projects that need to get done. I personally need something to write down my assignments so that I'll remember them, and it's another way to be organized and get good grades in school so you won't forget any assignment that you need to do, and you'll just be on the ball with all your assignments. Okay, so I remember right before I entered middle school or right before I entered high school, it's kind of the same story with each, that I got so scared that I would forget all my classes and I wouldn't get there on time, that I was just going to be so stressed out. But it's actually not that bad, guys. The first week is so easy. I guarantee you'll learn your schedule the first week or two. It's not as scary as it seems to be. One tip I do suggest for memorizing your classrooms is that when you get your schedule and if you get a map with it, take your highlighters and highlight each class corresponding with each color so you know that English is in class 2B or something like that, and that way it pops right out in front of the entire map and you'll just be like, okay, I need to take that route, and you'll get there a lot faster and you won't stress as much. Another tip I suggest is to set your clocks 5 minutes forward. That way you'll get out of the door easier and you'll never be late for school. Another tip I suggest is to show your effort in class because it really helps the teacher and shows the teacher what kind of student you are. If you really want to strive to get good grades, participate in class and show much attention as you can, because what's the point of even going to school if you're just going to doze off? It's there for a reason, so you might as well participate. My last tip for today is to check the weather before you go to school. I have had so many experiences with this, and I would go to school wearing super warm clothes on a hot day, or I would go to school wearing shorts and short sleeve shirts to school on a cold day, which is a big mistake. So please check the weather before you go to school because you won't regret it. So those were all my tips for today on entering high school and freshman, and this really comes in handy if you're entering middle school also. Just don't be scared of whatever grade you're entering to. It's not as scary as it seems. And also if you're moving to a different school and to a different city or stuff, I totally understand because that's what I had to go through last year. So these tips really, really do help you if you take them and use them in school. Also, if you guys want a whole complete different video on moving in general, please give this video a thumbs up and comment it down below. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media. Mine are at AllAroundAudrey. And subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys again soon. Goodbye!